good morning, and welcome to Monday morning and another session here with myself, Esther Fransham. What I'm going to talk about, look at doing for the next week or so is postnatal Pilates. Because I'm seeing quite a lot of girls coming to my Beginners Pilates class wanting to obviously get fitter again, get more mobile, get stronger in their core, because when you have a baby you take 9 months, or give or take a bit of time, and your body grows and changes shape. The size of the baby pushes everything out of the way. It doesn't disappear, it's all squashed into the sides, and the belly just gets bigger, encasing the baby. And sometimes we have what's called a diastasis recti, and there's an abdominal separation. And this is something that shouldn't have any cause for concern, because it's a natural feature of having a baby. Some girls get it and some girls don't, but it's this bringing together of the separation that girls are coming to my classes for. So I thought we'd sort of take a little look at that. Now, I'm not going to test you or get you to test to see whether you have a separation here. You'd have to come to a face-to-face class, or better still, you need to ask your midwife or your health visitor to check you, or your doctor to check you, to see whether you do actually have an abdominal separation. And you will probably know if you've got one, because when you are in the bath lying down and you go to sit up, you'll either have something that looks a little bit like the Rift Valley, or you'll have something that looks a little bit like a Toblerone. So either one. And if you have, as I say, there's no cause for concern, but do just go and ask your health visitor or your doctor or your midwife to just check it out and see what sort of stage it's at and see what sort of size it is, because sometimes they're small, sometimes they're big, and as you probably know, your body is different every time, and it changes. For me personally, I've had 4 children, and each pregnancy was different, each carried differently, and I had different, not complications or issues, but different things that occurred with each pregnancy. So if you're wanting to have some more information, if you're wanting to get fitter, if you're wanting to repair your body, because your body's not broken in any way, but it's just about repairing and being aware of those different things that have happened. Some people blissfully unaware have an amazing pregnancy, delivery, birth, and post as well, so post birth. Other people, it's a little bit up and down, but it's okay, it's manageable, and other people, it just doesn't go to plan at all. So, but the thing is that every pregnancy is unique, and every pregnancy is an experience, and it's an experience you just sometimes just go with it, just ride through it. But postnatally, exercise. So what I want to think about is the whole body. So it's not just your tummy and getting that flat again, because that's only a small part of it. There's also how you're physically feeling, there's whether you've got friends, it's how you are dealing with it. You know, you've just suddenly got this amazing little person beside you and with you, and that's a really, really important thing to be able to nourish and to nurture. And also, because there's so many other pressures as well. It might be the fact that you've got to return to work soon. You might be that you're going to be a stay-at-home mum, or anything in between. And it can also feel quite isolating too. And you might feel that actually, when your baby's very little, that all you can do is perhaps order the shopping online. And that's it. That's the one thing you've been able to do during the day, or have a bath, or something like that. And again, the days can slow right down, or they can speed right up. And when they slow right down, everything's very slow, and you just wonder when the day is going to end sometimes. So there's lots of different things going on. So what I would like to do in this first session is yes, we're going to look at the abdominal area and the pelvic floor area and your diaphragm and your back, because as I said at the beginning, you've spent 9 months growing your baby, and your baby has changed the shape of your body. And then when you've delivered your baby, and again, that doesn't matter how you've delivered it, you still end up with your baby. So with that, it's how to repair and how to bring back the abdominal area. Now, because you've stretched everything, you've probably got very little or no sensation in the pelvic floor and the abdominal area. So what I first of all want you to do is to think about your abdominal area. So it doesn't matter how you think about it, I want you to get your brain to recognize that it's actually still there. And that's the first thing. So for that, for me, please, for you, just place your hands on your tummy. I don't mind where you place your hands. You can place them over your belly button. So just placing them here, and as you're breathing in and out, just noticing them. Noticing that they're there. You might not feel anything. Maybe just take your hands a little lower. And here, what I'd like you to do is starting to think about activating your pelvic floor area. And we're not going to grip and lift and squeeze or do Kegel exercises or anything like that. What I would like you to do is to use the natural rhythm of your breath as you breathe in and out. And with the natural rhythm of the breath as you breathe in and out, the body naturally expands and contracts. We're designed to do that. So as you breathe in, everything sort of spreads and gets bigger, and as you breathe out, everything contracts and gets smaller. And that's the muscles working to expand and contract the rib cage, the intercostal muscles, those are the muscles between the ribs, around the rib cage to expand and contract the lungs. They don't just work on their own, they all work in unison with the body, with this rhythm, with this breath of the body. So what I would like you to do is just to place your hands on your tummy. So my hands are below my tummy button, so my tummy button's here and my hands are below my tummy button. So from here you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, just noticing if there's a connection. So what I would like you to do now is to imagine you have a big birthday cake, and I want you to blow out all the candles on your birthday cake. So there aren't 5 or 10, there are 100. So again, place your hands on your lower abdominals. You've got this lovely big birthday cake with 100 candles. So as you breathe in, I now want you to blow out through pursed lips. I want you to blow out all the candles. And again. And blow out all the candles. And again. So just do that candle breathing, and it actually doesn't matter if you're postnatal or if you are pre-babies or post-babies by a long time. If you're male, if you're female, even if you haven't had children, this is about going back to the very beginning of Pilates, of exercise, to help restore your body, to restore the pelvic floor, to restore your abdominals, to restore the confidence in your body, because sometimes we lack the confidence that it will ever be the same again. Sometimes the journey is a little bit longer, but that's fine, that's okay. So restoring yourself, restoring your body is what we're all about. So as you breathe in and breathe out. And one more of those. So if you have got an abdominal separation and you know that you have, what you could do is you could pop your fingers just above your tummy button and just below your tummy button. And again, as you breathe in and out, just notice if those two areas come back together. And there we are. So just as you're doing that, you might want to know how many times a day should you do it? How long should you do it for? Well, I think personally, initially, you should do it when you remember, when you think about it. So it might be that you do it just before a feed. It might be that you do it, I don't know, when you get up in the morning, first thing that you do when you get up. But just do it as a moment for you. And you can do it standing up, you can do it lying down, sitting down, wherever you find yourself. But maybe just get your brain initially to think, my tummy muscles are here. And in that way, you'll restore and repair all your abdominal area. Will it go back to being the way it was before? It might do, but if this is your second or your third or your fourth, then chances are that it won't go back exactly the same as it did after your first. If this is your first baby, there's a good chance that it will all come back together. But you've got other things that you're now doing. So picking your baby up, moving, carrying, doing things slightly differently. So just allowing your body to restore itself in its own time. And with our help, with your help, we'll be able to do this together. So the first step is getting the brain to recognize and remember your abdominals. They've not gone anywhere, they're still there, but the brain needs to reconnect. So well done, well done, well done. I hope that was helpful. And if you've got any questions at all, please do get in touch, and I can help you with this.